always do. And I had my little dialogue in my head. And that's exactly how I came to my conclusion that I was never going to bring it up. That's what I told myself. I'm not bringing this up because this is going to come at me. No matter what, I'm not bringing it up. And then the text thing came about, and then they're trying to get us to read the text. Me nor Bree would read the text out loud. We knew exactly whoever reads the text, that's how it's going to start. And then, of course, that is how it started. I got to read it. And then that's how they built it, because they want to fill in the show with what's happening in real life.
Yes. So where are you? I mean, well, I mean, I guess it did fall on you, but then eventually like Chrishell and Emma did start to then, and Chelsea really, well, Chelsea, Emma, and Chrishell kind of then started to turn on Bree, especially Emma and Chelsea. Like it did come back on Bree that they feel she set this up.
Yeah. I mean, I am not in the office with them. I understand a bit of their dynamic because Bree's my friend. I've seen a little bit on the show. I don't watch everything on the show, but of course I watch some of it, to know the gist of what's going on. I wasn't there, so I don't really know exactly what happened, but I never planned to bring it up. Bree never told me come in and destroy Chelsea's family. So that was never my intent. And I just wanted to avoid it as much as I could. Once it happened, I definitely had a feeling. I knew they're going to make a big drama out of this. So I knew what was going to happen. But of course, you have to wait for editing and for the screeners to come out to have any idea what's going on. So I figured it out because they brought me back to film more and more and more. And everything that I filmed is not me nor Bree have the power to set up the scene. So everything that was filmed was what I'm requested to do, to go to the office, to do all of those things. That's not me. I'm doing like my job, what they're asking me to do. So
Totally. So then did you feel that like Bree kind of threw you under the bus? I mean, in the sense that then when they're coming after her, they're like, I didn't do this. It's all on Amanda.
the only thing that was upsetting to me, that confused me, was where, again, let me say, I have not seen all of the season yet. I had a little watch party with my friends, so I've seen bits and pieces. I did see one thing that someone sent me where Bree says, I think it's to Mary or to someone, I didn't expect Amanda to just come out and say it like that. That was the only thing that upset me, because I'm not going to say upset, but that was the only thing where I was like, why would she say that? Because I never came out and just said it. You know what I mean? Like we were there for a while and production was trying to get it out of us. So that is the only thing that I was kind of like, why does she think I just came out and said it? Because she should know that I didn't. So that part was confusing to me. But aside from that, our story is the story. It is the truth. She and everyone knew before we even filmed what was going on. Maybe not production, but Bree had called and told Emma about it so that she could tell Chelsea. I'm not going to go to Chelsea because I don't know her, but I am a woman and I've been cheated on. I feel like a lot of people in general have been cheated on, and I would never want to weaponize that to someone else. It is going to come out, and it did come to my hands. So I did tell Bree in person. It was never this, I'm going to take down Chelsea. I don't even know Chelsea, so why would I want to take her down? And I don't need to take her down to be on a show because I filmed on it last season and I film stuff all the time. So it was never my intent to take down Chelsea, ever.
Right. Because I guess that's what certain people said too. I'm not saying it. I thoroughly enjoyed this season, but that's the other thing people said, that, this was your big moment, thirsty, wanted to get on the show, that
No,
narrative.
no, that's absolutely not true. I'm not thirsty. I love real estate and I will do anything for my job. Okay. I'm very smart. Why would I think that going and trashing someone's marriage is going to help me be a fabulous realtor? Do you know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
not my intention. If I want to build a brand, which is what I'm trying to do, the last thing I want to do is tear someone down. I'm actually very positive. I'm very direct and I'm very sharp, and I can be very aggressive if someone comes at me. Those are traits that help me in business. So I have no problem showing people that side of me because I've been taken advantage a lot throughout my life and I'm not to be taken advantage of anymore. So that's why I have no problem standing up for myself and for others. So the narrative that I want to tear down Chelsea's family and all of this stuff for any reason, let alone to be on TV, is completely not true. I feel like if anyone spoke to me in person, my character, truthfully, in a organic, real conversation, they'll see my character and my intention. So I let my character speak for itself over time. And I truly believe that all of this stuff is happening for me so that I can be a better voice and a better person for other issues that I have not faced or I haven't experienced. And that's really what I feel like is kind of happening to me now, because that's the growth that I've had in the past week and a half already.
That's a positive way to look at it. I'm the same way in business. I'm, nice but I work. And if you come for me, business wise, I'm not as nice as you might think I am, so to speak. So I get it.
I I build people up because I want women to be empowered. Being a woman in a real estate business has its challenges. Sometimes people don't take you seriously for whatever reasons. And I want to build women up and have us win together. So there's no reason I would try to tear down any woman in general.
So you mentioned the past week and a half. Yes, this really, even though you've been on the show before and you worked for the agency and maybe you were going to be on Buying Bellers, this really is your first, hello, Amanda, welcome to reality TV. I mean, how has it been? Because there's been so much, right? I can imagine, all the tabloid fodder aside, this has been a learning experience, so to speak.
Absolutely. Well, I feel like a lot comes with the territory when you sign up to do TV. There's always positive and negative. There's no one that goes out and everyone loves them. That's just not reality. I know very many famous people, TV directors, all of that, and I know what comes with it. So I'm not surprised by that. I've had a lot of growth with, the racist comments. That's something that, of course, we can discuss. I'm happy to discuss that because I'm a very accountable person and I take full accountability for anything that I ever do, for sure. And I mean that anything I say, anything I do, I take accountability and I own up to it. And those things were very ignorant and embarrassing of me to even respond to or write. Anything that I wrote, I take full accountability for. By no means does that make me racist. So I feel like that's where the hurtful part comes from. But I'm also kind of welcoming it more now because in the beginning, I was getting a lot of rude comments, people calling me racist. There's articles and all of those things going around, which are very embarrassing and hurtful. But it gives me the window of opportunity to show my character, which is people that were writing me that were upset are commenting on my Instagram. I DM them and have had heartfelt conversations with people that were attacking me in the beginning. And we've managed to completely turn the conversation around. I explained my side. I apologized. I asked them what they're feeling, what's offensive, and what can I do? Maybe tell me something I don't know, which might not be their job to educate me. It's not. But if we want to have a constructive conversation and make a change, then that's what we're doing. So I feel like in the last week and a half, because of that, it has opened my eyes more. I'm white, so I'm privileged in that way. I'm not going to face the challenges that other people might face. But as a human, aside from race, I did not come from money. I am not privileged in that regard whatsoever. I barely even had parents. I'm very self-made and self-sufficient. And everything I've accomplished, I've done on my own merit. So I feel like with those things, that's my character. And I know that. So when someone's upset with me, I have no problem talking to them about it. It's been an eye-opening experience, but I am by no means racist. And I will say that over and over again. Some of my best friends are Black. I have never even mentioned that to anyone before. Some of my friends get on there and defend people for me